please welcome to the stage, everybody, Mr. Westside Ken.
Thank you. Good evening, Akron and Jilly. It's my first time down here up on stage. Part of my midlife crisis is doing comedy. I've only been doing it for 2 months. But they do call me Westside Ken. When I was a kid, I was known as Kenny. I was cute, adorable, passive little Kenny. But I grew up, I got married, sired a couple children, got divorced. Now, I might be kind of dense, but I never saw the divorce coming. I should have known something was amiss when she started sleeping in a separate bed, 6 miles away, at her boyfriend's house. She wanted a bad boy. I was not a bad boy. When I was Kenny, I was not a bad boy. But after the divorce, I turned 54, and I transformed myself into the rogue, ne'er-do-well, miscreant you see before you today, Westside Ken. I'm going to cheat and go off my notes. I'm allowed to be nervous. Wrong notes. So what we're going to do, we're going to talk about my car. I got pulled over on the way coming down here because I'm a rebel. I was speeding. 32 into 25. He pulls me over, comes up to the window. I roll the window. All right, nobody rolls a window down like this. I'm not driving a 76 Pinto. Maybe Emily would, but. So he comes up to the window. He looks at me and says, "Sir, your eyes are bloodshot. Have you been drinking?" Now, the old passive Kenny would have said, "No, officer, I have not been drinking." But Westside Ken looked at that cop and said, "Officer, your eyes are glazed. You've been eating donuts?" So he asked me again, "Have you been drinking?" And I said, "Well, not yet." I said, "But in 3 hours, if you're on the other side of the freeway, going the other way, pull me over then and we'll talk." I miss my car. I had a 95 Ford Escort. I absolutely love that car. First car I ever bought brand new. Just like 2 months ago, I had to put it out to pasture. It had 310,000 miles on it. I wanted to get it fixed. I called my mechanic, and she said since the car was so old, I'd have to find a Ford Escort specialist. Where does one find a Ford Escort specialist? I looked down the Googles, under escort services. That lady was absolutely no help. She wanted $300 to come out for a half an hour. So, it's not a midlife crisis because I'm not going to live to be 108. Since Kevin shared his age is 47 and Emily shared hers is 77. I'm 54. We'll call it a 2/3 life crisis. I went out and I got some tattoos. I got one last weekend of an owl. I named the owl Be Back. I'll be back. I got some piercings. I see you looking. My eyes are up here, sweetie. Actually, Kevin, you might want to start up here. No, what else does a guy do in a midlife crisis, 2/3 life crisis? Goes out and buys a sports car, right? Woo! So I went out and bought myself a brand new 2023 Chevrolet Spark. Oh yeah. 6-disc CD changer, power windows, the works. 81 is a reasonable age, I think, to live to. Right? 77? Emily, you got 15 more years. 15, 18 more years? I'm just musing on that. I got no jokes about that whatsoever. All right, that's it, Kevin.
That's it? All right.
I appreciate it.
Keep it going for Westside.
Thanks for your patience.
Keep it going for Westside Ken, everybody. Yeah, Westside Ken. All right, folks, before we get to your headliner tonight, I got to tell you a little story first. Yeah, a couple weeks ago I got that call from my parents.